There is historical evidence suggesting that both the Greek Spartans and Roman soldiers used honey to treat wounds. Honey has natural antibacterial properties that can help prevent infections and promote healing. Ancient Greek and Roman medical texts, such as those attributed to Hippocrates and Galen, mention the use of honey for wound care. Honey was often combined with other ingredients, such as herbs and spices, to create topical ointments and dressings. Manuka honey is a medicinal-grade honey originating from New Zealand. It is the most powerful honey in terms of antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal properties. Its effectiveness against wound infections is primarily attributed to its unique antibacterial properties. Unlike other types of honey, Manuka honey contains a compound called methyl glyoxal, Mg. This is where it gets its potent antibacterial activity. When applied to wounds, the honey creates a hypertonic environment, drawing water out of bacteria cells and causing them to dehydrate and die. The acidic environment of the honey actually inhibits bacterial growth, and it can generate hydrogen peroxide, a powerful oxidizing agent that kills bacteria. This is why it is also used by physicians across the world to treat a wide variety of medical problems, including stomach bacteria problems like H. pylori. Manuka honey comes in a few levels of strength based on its unique antibacterial properties. Several grading systems are used, but the most common ones are UMF, unique Manuka factor. This is considered the most rigorous grading system. The higher the UMF number, the more potent the honey. MgO, methyl glyoxal. MgO is a specific compound in Manuka honey that also contributes to its antibacterial properties. The higher the MgO level, the stronger the honey's antibacterial activity. K factor. This is another grading system that measures the overall activity of Manuka honey. It's important to note that not all honey labeled as Manuka is created equally. Look for products with a certified grading system to ensure you're getting genuine Manuka honey with the desired level of antibacterial activity. The speed at which Manuka honey works can vary depending on factors such as the severity of the infection, the type of bacteria involved, and the concentration of methyl glyoxal in the honey. However, many studies have shown that it can begin to reverse wound infections within hours and completely heal these infections after a day and a half or so. It also works against a wide range of bacteria, including antibiotic-resistant strains. I had once developed a couple tattoo infections on my neck some years ago and thought I'd use a couple over-the-counter topical antibiotics to reverse the infection. First, I tried Polysporin, but that didn't end up improving anything after a few days, so then I went to the doctors and got a more powerful prescription antibiotic, which also didn't work after using it for a few days. With a sense of urgency growing because my neck wasn't healed after 4 days like all my other tattoos, and knowing that I had learned somewhere that honey is a superfood with both antiviral and antibacterial medicinal power, I researched online to see if there was any evidence that honey, especially raw or Manuka, is effective against fighting bacterial infections. And to my relief, it was. So I bought some Manuka honey and appied it as soon as I could. And what it did really impressed me. After about 7 hours of sleep, I changed my honey-absorbed bandage to clean off the sweat that had accumulated overnight, and noticed that the wound was less inflamed around the edges and actually hurt less. I was so relieved and pleased because I could tell that this was miraculously working. So I washed and rinsed my wound, applied some more Manuka honey, and wrapped it up again, just like the first day of receiving a regular tattoo. I kept doing this every 5 hours or so to make sure that the bandages weren't getting overused and collecting more sweat bacteria than they could absorb each time. And to my impressment, the infection was reversed after 2.5 days. So that's my testimony of the wound healing effects of Manuka honey. I strongly suggest keeping some at home if you acquire tattoos frequently, but it's also good to have it just in case.